Morning, guys. Welcome to an edition of Sir Chairman, Four Corners of Business. Today I want to talk about the actual process of business and monetization, like price points and going through how you arrive at a price point. A lot of guys like to start businesses and not really think about the numbers or the system before the business. It is very imperative that you understand that you need to know the cost of manufacturing and the cost to distribute. Now, this is important. I'll take, for instance, let's say I was speaking to my son and he was talking about a guy that had a business inside of a gas station and he was selling cookies. First off, it's illegal. You need to make sure that you are set up to actually be able to do that. And the network you would want to seek out is actually like a license, seeking a license, a food license, to actually distribute that particular food in case someone gets sick and wants to sue you. You need to make sure that you're covered. So in that sense, he realized that the cookie was $8. And he's like, Dad, that doesn't seem like a bad business. I was like, well, son, does he make the cookie? He said, as far as I know, he does. No, as far as I know, he said his grandmother makes the cookie. I said, okay, well, let's go through the price point of $8. So it's an $8 cookie, but his grandmother makes the cookie. So you have to factor in, what if she falls sick? Who's going to make the cookie? Secondly, looking at it from a perspective of, of what it takes to make that cookie. Again, cost to manufacture, cost to distribute. So let's just say the materials or the ingredients, if you will, may cost $15, right, to acquire. So you get the ingredients and she starts to bake the cookies. Now, every batch is not going to come out to perfection. So be mindful of that, right? As I was telling my son. So, and if you look at that, you have to factor that into your cost as well. Loss is also cost. So be very mindful of that. So now that takes that cookie up from an $8 cookie, let's say, to now a $12 or $15 cookie. Now, if you have one conventional oven, and me being from the family I'm from, I have a large family, so I've never seen my granny stepping to the side or adding time to her baking during the holidays or some big event to make a batch of cookies for me or several batches. So you have to be mindful of that. Does the oven cook or heat properly? Right? So that changes things as well. That changes the dynamic of it as well. So you're still in the manufacturing side of things, right? So once you get there and realize that, okay, now I have a couple batches of cookies. Now you're going to the distribution side. You have to package those things, right? So you have to package them, and you also have to get them to your destination. So that's time. Time is also a cost, right? So you have to factor that in. So that $8 cookie is now a $25 cookie, right? You have to get it to the gas station, gas, right? Time to package it, make it look nice, setup time, right? So all these things make a difference. And then the cost to acquire that customer, right? How are you pitching this product? How are you marketing it? Even in a gas station, if you're marketing it, you're marketing it. So how do you sell that cookie? That's all time. So if that cookie's sitting idle and you haven't sold it, you're losing money. Now that, my friends, that $8 cookie is now a $45 cookie, right? So also, in addition to that, if you set up some type of rev share or profit sharing with the owner of that station or with the owner of that facility, let's say, an additional, 10% of your net profit, right? It's a $50 cookie, quite possibly. right? When you factor in all the particulars. So when I told my son this, he was like, "Oh wow!" He said the food game is it's a rough game. I said it is. I said, and so if you price yourself under what you have to put in, factoring again cost to manufacture, cost to distribute, then you may not want to sell that cookie because that cookie is at $8, which means you're actually in the red every time you sell that cookie. So again, I'll talk to you soon. This is Sir Chairman signing off. You guys have a great day.